Everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited because this is the first time I'm making a video that is including both, or all three I should say, the air fryer, which I'm using the Ninja Foodie, the Instant Pot, as well as the Crockpot. So all three of those we'll be using throughout this video, and I'm excited to show you some delicious recipes. I've also been debating doing another what's for dinner video, so if you want to see that, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to get that up this month as well. But let's get right into it. I'm starting out with two recipes. I'm starting out with chicken pad thai in the Instant Pot. It's going to be gluten-free. All of my recipes are... the baby. All of my recipes are always gluten-free, just throwing that out there. But I'm making that, which does have peanuts in it, and two of my kids can't have peanuts. So I'm making two different recipes tonight, which I'm excited because I just wanted to try out this other recipe as well. And both recipes kind of have similar ingredients. So we are making the chicken pad thai in the Instant Pot, and then we're making like a sweet and sour meatball in the crock pot. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the crock pot to make our sauce that the meatballs are gonna go in. And the recipe that I'm using was actually just like a regular cooktop recipe, but I like a crock pot recipe. It's a lot more, it can cook all day, make the house smell good. My rule is always low for 8 hours or high for 4 hours, depending on what you're going for. Also, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've been trying to use coconut sugar in place of brown sugar. I think it still tastes really good and it's just a little bit healthier. So I'm putting in first a half cup of brown sugar. Put that in. Using a half cup of rice vinegar, 1/4 cup of ketchup. We're also doing 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, but I actually use coconut aminos when I can. This is gluten-free, and if you're gluten-free, make sure you're using tamari or a gluten-free soy sauce. The choy is gluten-free, but I just love how this tastes. So we're doing 1 tablespoon of that, 2 1/4 of a cup of pineapple juice, 1 cup of pineapples, yellow pepper. We're gonna cut it into chunks. I like to cut it like this because kind of don't mess with the seeds this way. I'm gonna do red also because we can't just have yellow pineapples and yellow peppers. We need to add some color in there. And these are the meatballs that we are using. I'm using the whole bag. Okay, for the pad thai, I'm not starting it the second it's in the Instant Pot. It's not gonna take that long, and it's still pretty early. It's only 3 o'clock. But I am gonna just like prep it because Carter's about to get home from school, and it's just, you know, it's wild once all 4 kids are back together. So I'm just like getting that ready right now. What I like about this sauce for this is that most of the measurements call for 1/4 of a cup, so that's the little things in life that make me happy. All right, so again, it calls for 1/4 cup of brown sugar, but I'm using coconut sugar. Have like a glass container. Everyone made fun of me for calling it Tupperware, but that's like what I grew up saying, but I'm not gonna change it now. I'm 32, so a glass Tupperware. I'm doing a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. Again, if you're doing this gluten-free, make sure you're using gluten-free chicken broth because some of them have flour in it. 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, and I have to admit, like any recipe that has rice vinegar in it, like I just love the flavor that it gives. 1/4 cup of soy sauce, but I'm using my liquid aminos. Actually adding another 2 tablespoons of this because you can do 2 tablespoons of fish sauce or that, and I don't have fish sauce. 2 tablespoons of creamy peanut butter. It also calls for a tablespoon of sriracha, but it's a little bit too much. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit, and you can always add more. It does also call for 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, but Chris is allergic to sesame, so we're gonna omit that. I'm also gonna go ahead and chop up some garlic and onion that we're gonna be using for this recipe. The garlic's gonna go in here. All that cut up, and last but not least, our chicken. I'm just using chicken tenders, and I'm gonna cut them into little chunks and let them sit in the sauce until we're ready to throw it in the Instant Pot. All right, you guys, we just got back inside from playing outside. It was a lot of fun. I planted some tomatoes and basil. Hope that grows, you never know. But it was nice to have everything prepared so now I can just come inside and throw it in the Instant Pot. So first I'm putting my chicken and that sauce we made in the Instant Pot. I'm putting zucchini noodles in here too. Right now just the shallot and the carrots. I'm gonna save these peppers. All right, so I'm putting this on a high pressure for 4 minutes. Also, meatballs are looking and smelling delicious. Okay, so I did this on the high pressure for 4 minutes, and then I let it naturally release for about 5 minutes, and it's switching hour. Okay, I put the lid back on. We're gonna let that steam for about 3 minutes. My noodles are done. I'm just gonna rinse them off in some cool water. So I just put the lid on, just letting it like warm everything back up a little bit. All right, so I just made a slurry with some cold water and arrowroot powder, and I'm just gonna add that to thicken up our sauce. Last night's recipes were absolutely delicious. I love the pad thai. I ate most of that. As for the meatballs, 2 of the kids had seconds, 1 had thirds, and 1 of the kids just looked at it and walked away. But you know, that's how kids are. Sometimes they eat dinner, the dinner that you make, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes they just have cereal. So it is what it is. I don't know if you can relate to that or not. But anyway, I'd like to thank Thrive Market for sponsoring this portion of today's video. We are making 2 more delicious recipes today. A delicious Crockpot macaroni and cheese. One of my favorite comfort foods, but I have been trying to do a little less dairy, but I do love macaroni and cheese. But also, this sounds like another amazing, delicious comfort food, shrimp boil. So I'm so excited. It's like has the corn on the cob and the sausage and shrimp and red potatoes and all that yummy stuff. But I'm gonna be using this Jovi gluten-free elbows. I love this brand. I always get this brand when I order my Thrive Market. If you don't know what Thrive Market is, it's an online membership-based market that's just on a mission to make healthy living easier and more affordable, and it's so convenient because it's delivered straight to your door. Members save an average of $32 on every order. I've saved way more than that, especially because we do gluten-free, we do a lot of peanut-free things. As you heard from my recipe yesterday, both Tanner and Ella have a peanut allergy. They get like eczema all over their body. They don't like have anaphylactic shock, thank God, but it's still an allergy. Right now, my lifetime savings is $973. Yeah, I have a lot of savings on here. It's healthy without the hassle because you can shop over 100 types of diets. Like I said, we are a gluten-free family. We have different allergies, some nut allergies. But besides that, there's keto, paleo, vegan, non-GMO, fair trade organic certified, EPA free, and more. There's all kinds of stuff there. Like you know that Abby is starting to eat like real foods now. I've been able to order baby food on there, baby snacks. Time I even got a hair mask that I'm excited to try. This is a repairing hair mask. It's by Juice Organic. They literally have everything. And get the app, skip the store, and if your kids are like my kids, you go through a lot of snacks in your house. So what I do is I add to my cart as we run out of things, and that time when it's time to check out, I don't forget any snacks, so I love having the app. You can even save an additional 5 to 10% when you sign up for auto ship. Orders over $49 shipped for free from their zero waste facilities. Also, you know that I love that through Thrive Gives, when you buy a membership, they give a membership to a low-income family who needs it. Before we get into cooking, I want to tell you one more thing about Thrive. They have a 1-month membership option or a year membership option. I go with the year because that makes it only $5 a month. That's billed at $59.95. Or you can do it month by month for $9.95 a month. As I mentioned, members save an average of $32 per order, so it basically pays for itself. I'm excited to announce that Thrive Market has a new offer, and that is 25% off of your first order plus a free gift, which is an amazing offer all around, and I know you'll love it. I have my mom doing it, my sister, and other family members. I have some of my friends that are doing keto because there's so many keto options, and a lot of my friends are doing keto. But yeah, I basically have everyone using Thrive Market because it makes sense. So again, don't forget to check the link in my description box below and get 25% off of your first order plus a free gift. Before we start on our recipes, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I got this time that I haven't got in the past. That's not true. Some of the stuff I got in the past. But I'm just going to show you a couple of things from this smaller order. I have another order coming as well, and I'll share that once that comes. Ella and I already got into these, but we love everything from this brand, Unreal. It's so good. These bars are delicious, and actually my friend Mahaley, her husband, helped to launch these bars. Kids love these. Elderberry syrup. These are addicting, so are the pepper flavored ones that they have. These are eventually going to be for Evs. I haven't given them to her yet. Our pasta for tonight, but if you're gluten-free, I swear this brand is just amazing. Even if you're not gluten-free, it's absolutely delicious. It's only made with organic brown rice flour. Some toothpaste for the kids. This is a really great brand of quick oats. And then of course, applesauce. My kids are obsessed with applesauce. And there were a bunch of those Unreal dark chocolate almond cups, but I ate them all before I could film this video. I could not control myself. Okay, so for our shrimp boil, we're just gonna need some butter, Old Bay, vegetable broth, lemon, red potatoes, some corn on the cob, and whatever kind of sausage you want. I just got chicken sausage. You can do kielbasa, whatever you like. So we're gonna get started on this first because this is gonna take us 3 hours in the crock pot, and this is gonna be a lot quicker in the Instant Pot. All right, so we are starting on the macaroni and cheese. We're doing 1.5 cups of whatever kind of milk you want. I'm using coconut milk. You can, again, use whatever kind of milk you want for this. And then you're gonna use a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. Next, we're gonna melt some butter and put that in here. The only reason you're not just throwing it directly into the crock pot is because you need to spray the bottom of the pot first once the mixture is all mixed together. All right, Evie decided that she wanted her mama. So we're doing 4 tablespoons of melted butter, which I just exploded all over the microwave. Gotta go ahead and fix that out. Thank you. So stir that in. And then 3 eggs. Okay, that is all stirred up. I'm gonna spray. First you gotta open it. Open our crock pot. Then we're gonna spray it. Spray. Mmm, they look yummy. Add in our elbows. And then we're adding 3 cups of cheddar cheese. Mix it to combine, like gently, because again, we grease the bottom of this. So you kind of just want to like combine it slightly. We're not like hardcore mixing it. On a specific crock pot that I have, you can only do 4, 6, 8, or 10. So I just have it on for 4 hours now, and I'm gonna keep checking it. It's supposed to be done around the 3-hour mark, but I think that it'll be done probably 2 hours max, but I'll keep you updated on that. So we'll let that sit. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna add some salt to that. A little salt and pepper. In my macaroni and cheese and in my mashed potatoes, I love pepper, like lots of pepper, but I can always add that to my own bowl to not make it too spicy for the kids. Anyway, let that sit. I'm gonna go start homework with Carter, and then once this is almost done, we're gonna do the shrimp boil. All right, this is looking absolutely delicious already. Now I'm gonna get all of this started for our shrimp boil. So everything is prepped. I did forget to mention garlic and onion previously, but yes, 1 onion and some garlic. It says about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Got our corn, our sausage, our red potatoes, and I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of butter in an Instant Pot and hit saute. This is my first time using that feature, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna hit saute, let the butter melt a little bit, and then add my onion. Butter is starting to melt, so I'm gonna add the onion, the garlic, and then it's gonna smell amazing in here. Now I'm adding our vegetable broth. And then some Old Bay. Lemon juice. Next we're gonna arrange the potatoes on the bottom. And then the corn on top of that. And then sausage on top of that. Lots of layers going on here. More Old Bay. Cook on high for 4 minutes. And Yep, high pressure, there we go. Now we're gonna do a quick release. Just pop it open. Always quick, always kind of scary. Already looks and smells so good. Now we're adding in our frozen shrimp, witching hour. Now that the frozen shrimp is in, we're gonna pressure cook high for 1 minute. It also says that you could leave the shells on if you want. The ones that I had didn't have shells on it. All right, 1 minute is up. We're doing a quick release again. Horrifying, absolutely horrifying. All right, let's see what this looks like. Oh, that looks amazing. Alright you guys, last but not least, this is not going to be a meal, this is going to be a dessert. Something that I grew up with and absolutely love, and I want my kids to be able to experience it too. So we're going to try to make some fried Oreos. Don't mind the house, it's Saturday, everyone's home, and we're just living life. Alright, so first this is just like a Kodiak cake. You can use any gluten-free pancake mix. I didn't use the full amount of milk because they usually come out really watery. I may add a little bit more, but anyway, you can use whatever kind of pancake mix you want. Alright, so that's the consistency I want it. And now I'm putting down parchment paper inside of the air fryer. Okay, so I have this preheating on 360 on air crisp. I'm using gluten-free Oreos, and then I have to try to figure out how to do this with one hand. Alright, so final countdown. Please be good. Let's see. I mean, they look and smell really good. Let's try it with some powdered sugar. These are so delicious. Yep. Okay, so the fried Oreos were a yes for us. Look how good that looks. Oh my gosh, they were delicious. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And be sure to check out Thrive Market for 25% off of your first order, plus a free gift. I have everything linked in the description box below. These are amazing. If you make anything, make these. And also, I'll see you on Tuesday for a night routine.